The Thing That Woke Me Up, Part 9. You Weren't Supposed to Wake Up. The stranger sat motionless at the foot of my bed. He didn't blink, didn't breathe, didn't move. The photograph remained in his hands. The image stared back at me. Me, sleeping. In the exact bed I was sitting in, the exact room, the exact night. Every detail was perfect. The blanket, the pillow, the clock on the nightstand. Even the position of my hand hanging off the edge of the mattress. My heart pounded so hard it hurt. The stranger smiled. Not wide, not exaggerated, just enough. The kind of smile that felt wrong, like he knew something I didn't, like he'd been waiting. You're not supposed to be awake yet. His voice was calm, friendly almost. That somehow made it worse. I couldn't speak, couldn't look away. Every instinct screamed at me to run, but there was nowhere to go. My room suddenly felt smaller, the walls seemed closer, the shadows deeper. The stranger slowly lowered the photograph. You weren't supposed to see this part. The room went silent. Even the air conditioner stopped humming. The world itself seemed to be listening. "What are you?" The words finally escaped my mouth. The stranger laughed softly. A genuine laugh. Not evil, not threatening, almost sad. Then he stood, and for the first time I realized how tall he was. Far too tall, and his head nearly touched the ceiling. Yet somehow I hadn't noticed while he was sitting. He took one slow step forward. The floorboards creaked beneath his feet, and then another. And another. I backed away until my shoulders hit the wall. The stranger stopped beside my bedroom window. Moonlight illuminated half his face. The other half remained hidden in darkness. "You've spent your entire life running from the wrong thing." My stomach dropped. Immediately I thought of the figure. The hollow eyes, the woods, the dreams, Granddad, the warning. The stranger followed my gaze, as if he already knew what I was thinking. "It isn't hunting you." The room suddenly felt 20 degrees colder. My pulse hammered. "What?" The stranger looked toward the bedroom door. For the first time, his smile disappeared. That's what it was made for. Every hair on my body stood up. Before I could ask another question, the bedroom clock changed. 3:17 a.m. The glowing numbers appeared instantly. No transition, no ticking. 1 second the clock was blank. The next it read 3:17. The stranger stared at it, and for the first time, he looked afraid, very afraid. "No," he whispered. The bedroom lights flickered once, twice, 3 times. Then every light in the room died. Darkness swallowed everything. The only remaining illumination came from the red glow of the clock. 3:17, 3:17, 3:17. The numbers appeared everywhere. On my phone screen, on the television, reflected in the mirror, even glowing faintly through the walls. Dozens, hundreds, thousands, all reading the same time. The stranger slowly stepped backward, and his eyes fixed on something behind me, something standing in the darkness. The temperature dropped again. I could suddenly see my breath. The stranger shook his head. "No." The word sounded terrified, not angry, not worried. Terrified. Then I heard it, a sound I hadn't heard in months. Footsteps, slow, heavy, deliberate, coming from inside the room. Not outside, inside. Each step shook the floor. The stranger backed away. The footsteps continued. Closer, closer, closer. The darkness behind me shifted. A shape emerged, tall, thin, familiar. The figure, its hollow eyes glowed faintly in the darkness. Watching, waiting. The stranger stared at it. The figure stared back. For several seconds neither moved. Then something impossible happened. The figure ignored me completely. Instead it stepped between me and the stranger, protecting me. My mind struggled to process what I was seeing. The stranger laughed, but there was no humor left in it. "You're still trying?" The figure didn't react. The stranger looked directly at me. "Ask yourself something, Dylan." My chest tightened. "If the figure wanted you dead..." His smile returned. "Why are you still here?" The room shook violently. The walls cracked. A deep roar echoed somewhere beyond reality itself. The stranger's expression vanished. Every trace of amusement disappeared. The figure suddenly turned toward the bedroom wall. The roar came again, louder, closer. The entire house trembled, and then I heard screaming. Not from outside, not from the street, not from the woods. From inside the walls, thousands of voices, screaming all at once. The figure stepped backward. The stranger stepped backward, both looking in the same direction, both afraid. A crack appeared in the bedroom wall, then another, then dozens. Blackness poured through the fractures, not darkness, something deeper, something alive, something moving. I remembered the doors, the endless void, the creature, the thing that had stepped through, the thing that made the figure recoil, the thing that had spoken in Granddad's voice. The cracks widened, the screaming intensified, the entire room began tearing itself apart. The stranger looked at me, the figure looked at me, and for the first time they both spoke simultaneously, the exact same words. Run. The wall exploded, reality shattered, the bedroom vanished, the house vanished, everything vanished. I found myself standing in a massive forest beneath a sky that wasn't a sky. Millions of doors hung in the air above me, endless, stretching beyond sight, every door slowly opening, one by one. The screams poured out, a storm of human voices. Then every door suddenly stopped. Silence. Absolute silence. Something was coming. I felt it before I saw it. The ground shook. Trees snapped. The air itself seemed to bend. Then, far beyond the forest, a colossal silhouette rose above the horizon. Its head disappeared into the darkness overhead. Its body towered higher than mountains. And somehow, it was looking directly at me, not at the figure, not at the stranger. Me. A voice echoed across the impossible landscape. Ancient, endless, hungry. Dylan. The trees around me immediately began collapsing. The figure grabbed my arm. The stranger grabbed my other arm. Neither looked away from the massive silhouette, both terrified and both desperate. Then the giant thing smiled, and for the first time, I recognized its face. It was mine.